I have so many happy memories of my childhood. I grew up with my two sisters and my grandparents, and we always had lots of cousins around. My siblings and I would play together for hours every day since I was the youngest. I would often copy what my sister and brothers were doing and saying. Playing with my families and learning new words from my parents during our day routine really helped me develop my language skills when I was little. I think it's amazing with the much I learned just from playing and talking with the people around me. As I look back, I realize that those early experiences helped me become a better communicator, and I'm grateful for the time I had with my loved ones. As I sat down for meals with my grandfather, he'd tell me all stories of fascinating stories about my great grandparents, our village, and the indigenous people who lived nearby. When I was little, we'd use storytelling as a way to share expressions and talk about our day during meals. I loved trying to retell stories with my grandfather, and over time I became more confident in expressing myself. By the age of 3, I was able to use combination of word and gestures to get my point across. As I got better at forming sentence, learning new words and using grammar correctly, I started to feel more comfortable chatting with people about what was going on in our lives. My grandfather's stories and our conversation during meal really helped me develop my oral language skills. Fellows and OSCE emphasize that children acquire language through interaction and the exposed to other people's language in various settings, including their own homes. As I look back, I realized that my childhood was really different from the way children grow up today. I never got to play with iPad or watch TV when I was young. The only time I got to use anything electric was when my grandma would play the radio in the kitchen. It would play prayers, news and music, but most of the time I would read children's newspaper, look at the picture book and read storytelling instead of the watching screen. Listening to my grandma's radio really helped me understand the words better. I would hear all sort of things and learn new words. It also taught me how to talk to people in different situations. I become more confident to talk to others and making friends. I think it's really important for children to have time to read and use their imagination rather than just starting at the screen all the day. Growing up, grandfathers would get as a children newspaper every week. We'd all take turns reading it, sharing story. My sister, who was the oldest, would even parent to be our teacher. She'd read to us from the newspaper and gives us simple tasks to do. I was just a student in our little classroom along with my brother and sisters. This is where I stand to learn about reading and writing. Even before I went to preschool, I was talking and expressing myself really well. By the time I was 3 or 4 years old, I could count 10 and recite the alphabet. My family was really supported and encouraged to me keep learning. Looking back, I realized that those early days with the newspaper helped me to develop my literary skills. Holman stated, however, that the development of the literacy requires particular interactors. Emergent literary skills include things like figure out the direction of the meaning of the text, connection words and pictures, knowledge how sounds and letters are put together to form words and comprehending the sentence. When children together they learn so much more. They get to try new things, ask questions and answer them too. This helps them feel more confident and improve their language skills. A famous theory of Vygotsky says that the people and culture around us play a big role in how we help and learn. We believe that language is a powerful tool that helps us think and understand the world. It's like a special key that unlocks new ways of doing things and organizing information. By using words and symbols, children can learn and grow emphasize ways. This is how working together and talking to each other is so important for children. I remember the song Ringa Ringa Rosa, which I used to love to sing and act along with brothers and sisters while holding each other's hands and form the ring. Ringa Ringa Rosa, pack a pull, a pause, a tissue, or we all fall down. I didn't grow up speaking English at home, so it was a thought for me to memorize all the words of my favorite song, but I always started by singing along with my cousin and saying to copy that lyrics. As I was learn my own language, I was also picked up English little by little. When I was youngest, I got to be really good at understanding and using lot of different types of language by practicing and being around people, place and my community. This helped me learn how to communicate in all sorts of ways. I was lucky to have so many chances to practice and get better at using language, which really helped me become a good at reading and writing and speaking. Literacy is about being able to use language in lots of different ways. This means being able to talk, listen, to look at things, read, write, and even use music, movement, and dances to express yourself. It's also about being confident and willing to use language to communicate with others. According to the Department of Education Literacy, including things like storytelling, visual arts, media, and drama too. Basically, it's about being able to use language in all its forms to get our point across and understand others. Thank you.